Welcome, everybody, to episode 218 of the effing title, where nothing matters, points are made up, and we're all dumb. I'm
Aren't we
Big
just on
Husky.
238?
That's Rob, and Fedge is also here. Hi, boys.
My name's Keith.
YOLO!
It is Super Bowl week, unfortunately, which means we get to pick the teams.
Unfortunately, I've heard too much about Taylor Swift leading up to this game.
I haven't heard
So
anything.
I just have a quick question, guys. Did this ever happen when other players
Yes.
really
Tom,
did it?
Tom Brady and his wife Giselle.
Not this level.
Yes.
No.
You guys just weren't paying attention.
No.
It was all over New England media. Maybe it's because I live here. It was all over the place. It was obnoxious.
You say it like
Taylor
we don't
Swift's
live here.
obviously, Taylor Swift's more national, so it's going to be at a bigger scale, but it was obnoxious then, especially when they were going through the divorce.
I don't remember it, and that's why I was so I'm just trying to think through people, maybe like Sierra, as far as big iconic,
Sierra,
people that.
what does she have to do with anything?
Isn't that Russell Wilson, right? Isn't that who?
Oh, yeah. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, he made it to a couple.
She's the one that cooks. Is
She
that
cooks?
Sierra?
I don't know. Sierra cooks? What? I don't know. I don't know what he's saying.
I thought she cooks. I thought Russell Wilson's
James
wife
cooks.
does cooking.
Martha Stewart.
Meg! Do you
Who's
know
there?
who Russell Wilson's wife is? Is it Sierra?
We already know it's Sierra.
Does she cook?
Oh, Rob, I'm pretty sure she's a
Dude, everyone
fucking...
can
She's
cook,
a
Rob.
singer, Rob.
Yeah, let me see you 1-2 step. Doesn't she cook on her Instagram?
He's trying to say that she cooks. Anyway, I'm going off on the tangent. I was just curious if that's ever happened before. I just think it's funny that everyone's relating the whole
There is no Russell
13
Wilson
hours
actor.
this, 13 this plus this is this, 13 album, blah blah blah. And it's comical to me, honestly.
I'm gonna Google that. I feel like there's an actor.
But
Meg's
that's all
off
I got.
the
I was just
Sierra
wondering,
thing, and
but
she's stuck
Rob
on the
said
Russell
that
Wilson
Giselle
thing.
got
Right?
the same love.
Not the same, but it was.
Oh, you
just
did.
as
You
annoying.
said same. Didn't he say same?
I don't know what's going
How?
on anymore.
I think he actually said better than
It's
best.
an actor, producer, and soundtrack. He doesn't play football.
Russell Wilson?
All right,
Look
get
what you
back on-
look what
get
you
back on
fucking
the script,
started.
Rob. Get off.
Look what you fucking started.
He definitely plays football.
Um,
I'm on a podcast.
Next.
Does Sierra cook? That's what we need to know.
Rob, everyone fucking cooks on their Instagram. I just said she's a song. She sings.
What?
How does he not know who Sierra is?
I don't know, dude. I'm
It's the 1-2 step girl.
Yes.
Let me see you 1-2 step.
What do you mean? It's Russell Wilson's wife. That's what she is.
Oh my god.
I thought she got big into cooking. She made a cookbook.
Dude, everyone's made a fucking cookbook, Rob. I could make a cookbook.
I actually do have a cookbook.
See?
She made a
Called
cookbook.
Veg
See,
Feast.
I'm right. Get out of here. I'm right.
It's just weird that you know that. The fact that you are right is just weird. It's weird. All right. She made a cookbook.
That's
I don't
the
know.
part that's
All
weird.
right, back to it. Let's get it. Super Bowl Sunday. Here we come.
Super Bowl Sunday. 49ers at the Chiefs.
They're at Las Vegas.
They're at the Chiefs. Chiefs are the home team. I looked it up before we fucking
really?
did it. Yes, Chiefs are the
I
home
actually
team.
didn't know that.
It doesn't matter in these games because the coin that they use is just a fucking.
I'm gonna fight him. I'm
The
going to
ref
fight him.
flips it.
Fedge, I'm
No
gonna
one
fight
actually
him.
calls heads or tails.
You fine with
Yeah.
that, Fedge?
I would fight him. Go ahead.
Fuck.
Can't
Oh
take
my
me.
goodness.
You can only hope to contain me.
I just gotta fucking put my hand on your head and just fucking hold you back.
Oh my
You're
goodness. Now it's getting
he's gonna
violent.
drown me.
That's exactly what it sounded like to me.
I'm going Niners.
To rear my child.
I am also going to go the Niners.
Why?
Why? Because I I just feel like if the Chiefs win, all we're gonna hear about is more conspiracy theories and just.
Okay, so you're saying you want the Niners to win.
I want
Do
the
you actually-
Niners to win.
I
Do
actually
I
think
think
the
the
Niners
are gonna
win.
Oh, I want the Niners to win more than anything because I'm so sick and tired of this. Like, if this is what, like we talked about before, like, if this is anything what it was like being another team during the past dynasty, I'm sorry, this sucks. This is miserable to listen to and hear all the time. But, yeah. And I hate that people are already comparing him to, like, the greatest players of all time and shit. It's like, dude, he actually did a really good job in his media day of responding to that. They asked him about it, and he's like, "I'm not even halfway there, so let's pump the brakes on that." Call me in 13 years.
So I'm saying so I want the 49ers to win, and I also think they will win. What do you think? If you go by position group, let's start there. Let's give a nod to which one we're gonna go with.
Okay.
I think quarterback.
I don't think
what? Let's start with quarterback.
think-
Quarterback, I don't think it's comparison. I mean, you got to go with Mahomes. He makes more plays.
Yes.
Who puts him in better? I think both coaches, and I'm going to say that, puts the quarterback in a position to be successful. Though.
I
Do we
think,
agree on that?
I don't think this is an accurate way to figure out which team is better, though. On
I'm just
paper,
asking.
on paper, position by position, the 49ers are better at almost every single position. Almost everyone.
So that's what I'm saying.
That the
So
Chiefs
what
are
makes
better.
you think that the Chiefs are going to win then?
It's strictly their defense. Their defense is playing so well. It's not because of the people. I think Steve Spagnuolo is the most underrated coach in the NFL. This dude, his defense is unbelievable at stopping what you're good at and situationally being prepared for whatever you're going to put at him. Like,
I don't think that. So I think that, like, the Chiefs defense has done well, and Matt Spags has done a great job with it. But this is a different level of offense. Like, there's weapons on weapons here. When's the last time the Chiefs have seen an offense that has weapons like this, and at this many different places?
The Bills.
When's
You
the
could
last
argue the
time-
Bills have just as many weapons, and they have a better weapon at quarterback. But I also am going to say, obviously, the Bills, I think, gave them the most trouble this postseason, too, as far as just points put up. And that's mostly because I think the Ravens had a shitty game plan offensively.
Yes.
I don't think you'll disagree there.
No, I agree.
You run the ball 7 times.
That's the thing, though. The way the Chiefs play defense, they put so many people in the box that they force you to throw the ball. And then it's not because their coverage is so good. And I know you're going to say, oh, the 49ers receivers and tight ends are so good. But where the Chiefs beat people is the pass rush that the different angles and different pass rush lanes and the different stunts and the different blitzers and their different tags that they put to double team specific receivers. That's where they get you. Is they sit there and by alignment, they say, you can't run the ball. We're putting everybody up in this thing, and we're going to play some version of man-to-man. You have no idea who's about to blitz you and what stunt we're going to put on. And, oh, by the way, the one dude who's not in man-to-man, his job is on this play, he's going to take the underneath of Kittle. On this play, he's taking over the top of Debo. Like, they're just going to constantly double, and they're going to Brock Purdy's done an awesome job his whole career so far of proving everyone wrong that he's not a game manager. He's an actual good quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
This is a different level on a different stage where he's going to finally be I think it all comes down to him and nothing else. Like, I know they're going to try to run the ball, but yeah, this has to be Shanahan's greatest game that he's ever called in order to find a way to run the ball with success against the way that they're going to play.
Two things there. I think that just the actual the versatility of McCaffrey, which is something that the Chiefs haven't seen in a while. As far as being able to run inside tackles, outside, catching out of the backfield. It's a completely different game for them when they have to worry about all aspects of that, which obviously I know you know. But I disagree with your comment that Brock Purdy's done more than prove that he's not just a game manager. What has he done to prove he's not?
Honestly, the game against the Lions.
The game that he threw 2 interceptions in the first half?
And
The
then let
Lions
them all
blew that game themselves. I'm not going to give that to. Yeah, he came down the stretch and I think the Lions were playing soft on the back end for most of the second half, and that was the problem. Is they almost didn't put their foot down.
I had not seen him actually make a legit comeback against the team when everything was going against
You're
them.
right, because that was
Like
his
it was.
first comeback he's ever had. That's
I
why
know.
you've never seen it.
Who, Brock Purdy?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Brock Purdy has 9 comeback wins.
No, I just saw a report that said that was his first one he's ever had.
His first double-digit one, I think it was what it was. But
Really?
either way, I think I agree with you saying where Christian McCaffrey's versatility is big, but I think the part that we're missing is unless it's going to be really quick passes, we're sitting there and saying Brock Purdy has to dissect where is the blitz coming from and again, we know the Super Bowl, the Chiefs have had 2 weeks to prepare all their disguises. Usually in Super Bowls, the first quarter, no one ever scores them.
I would say it's crazy.
Usually.
It's wild.
Yeah, because usually it takes that long to feel everything out. And because, honestly, both of these teams are kind of run-heavier teams this year, it might be even longer. And the longer this game stays low scoring, I think the more that favors the Chiefs. Because Pat Mahomes has been in this situation and can handle this pressure. And honestly, I do think the 49ers defense, they have all the names in the world, but as an actual defensive unit, they are overrated. Extremely overrated. Where they're really good is inside the 10-yard line, which is where Andy Reid and the Chiefs are at their absolute best. Inside the 10 is where they are dynamite. Because that's when they actually get to be creative.
You think that the 49ers defense is overrated?
Yes.
So, and I'm going to agree with you. I think
it's just because of their scheme.
And that's even more so. I don't think it's their defense necessarily. I think it's people underestimate losing these young up-and-coming coordinators. When DeMeco Ryans left,
yep, 100%.
DeMeco Ryans left and left a huge hole in that defense. It's not this. It's literally pretty much the same players. You have returning guys.
It's actually an
levels,
upgrade because they got Chase Young.
And you added Chase Young, and it's still not getting home. And there's talks about Chase Young being benched because of his lack of effort. But no, I think people still underestimate the effect that coordinators actually have on the game. Like it's wild to me, and that's you saw it firsthand when everyone left the Falcons after they blew the 28-3. What happened when they lost their offensive and defensive coordinator? Which one of them was who?
Shanahan. Dan Quinn got fired the next year.
Exactly. That's the point. And honestly, I don't think that the Falcons had the same level of talent, but if Sirianni had that same level of talent, he would have been gone. And I still think he should have been gone this year. Again, after losing both coordinators. At some point, it's you almost have to be selfish because yes, you want to promote your own guys, you want to get them going, be in the next up and coming thing, have your coaching tree. But it's like maybe I just hire Leslie Frazier, Vic Fangio, keep these guys here. Obviously outside the Dolphins because they just are obviously a clusterfuck as an organization. Yeah. But you keep these older guys here that know it and can teach these younger, actual position coaches. Which, yes, you do see effects there. No one ever talks about it, but you do. But it's not as much as a play calling coordinator, I'm going to call it. And that's what happened with the Chiefs this year. They saw a little bit of a drop off, but it wasn't that they lost a play calling offensive coordinator. If Bieniemy was actually calling the plays, I think you would have seen even a bigger drop off in their offensive production. The bottom line is they're old at really good positions, and they had a lot of drops, and that's what I think affected them more so. But
Mhm.
coordinators are very, very valuable people, and that's half the battle. Why and I'm gonna say Bill Belichick is as good as he is because he brings the right coordinators in. Dan
And
Quinn,
also, he
I'm not Dan
he
Quinn,
calls the
Dan
defense. He
Campbell.
calls the defense, so he really only has to bring in one.
Dan
Look
Campbell
at
though.
most of most of the really good coaches that last a long time and they're really successful, they call one side of the ball, so they only really ever have to hire one good coordinator. Look at Belichick. Yeah, they had DCs, but he would just do it. Look at Andy Reid. He just really can do it's his offense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Look at Sean McVay. It's his offense. Most of these head coaches that are coordinators and they just sit there and say, it's my system. I know it like the back of my hand. I'm still going to call it, but I'll hire someone. They're the ones that can actually last and stick around because they only need to hire one good coordinator. And if they lose them, you're not, like you said, they're not losing two really. It's not like Sirianni where he lost two really good coordinators because he doesn't
Yep.
call them. And if he does, that's news to me. I didn't know if he did. But it's a
I
lot.
think he did at one point. I don't know if he
I think he
still
did
does.
this year at one point
Is that what it
because
was?
they
He
were
came
struggling.
back and did it?
Yeah. But yeah. So, I mean, I am very intrigued by the matchup that is the Niners offense versus the Chiefs defense. I think that's going to be very entertaining. It's the only part of the Super Bowl I'm actually really excited for. I don't even know who's performing at halftime, which is disappointing because normally I do know that. But
Isn't it
I'm not
Justin Bieber.
Usher?
Sarah, who's performing at halftime? Usher.
Huh, I was right. Shit.
well, that's going to get all with Taylor Swift there and Usher's there. Oh God, all the middle school girls are going to be hopping.
All the middle girls are gonna be.
They're all going to be looking ecstatic.
Oh my god. Maybe Taylor would do a surprise fucking thing. She
So
comes.
I do. Like I said, I think the Chiefs are going to win. I hope the Niners win because I don't like when it goes dynasty to dynasty to dynasty to dynasty and just keeps hopping. I like having parity in the league where a different team can come out and win.
Says the Patriots
But-
fan. He likes to have parity in the league.
Yeah, that's because his dynasty's over with now.
That's why I became the Lions supporter. Okay.
Yes, yeah. See how Veg said supporter and not fan.
Yeah.
See that?
Well, I can't be a fan of two teams. That's cheap.
I mean, you can. One's AFC, one is NFC.
No, they can't.
I don't know. One's AFC, one's NFC.
Disagree. But yeah, so I'm still locking it in. 49ers. Doesn't matter what my pick is. I'm still winning this.
Oh, you're
one.
locking it in.
So, yeah. Lock of the
Lock
week,
it up.
49ers.
I'm going Niners. Like, I think the Niners are going to. I've said it for the last fucking 4 weeks, but eventually it's got to work. Someone's going to expose this team, and if they don't, then I'm just going to fucking cry myself to sleep like I normally do. So,
Someone's going to expose what? Sorry?
it doesn't matter. Other news other than the Super Bowl. Does anyone have any other news?
Other news.
Patriots have hired a lot of people for just
I
random.
think we got
positions.
all head coaching jobs are filled, right? Finally,
Yep.
Yeah.
that's good. That's
For
good
now.
those teams. Until Andy wins the Super Bowl, and then he's no longer filled.
Yeah, we have Raheem Morris, Dave Canales, Jim Harbaugh, Gerard Mayo, Mike McDonald, Brian Callahan, and Dan Quinn. And of course Antonio Pierce.
Little interim.
So, and then the main big flip-flop was Cliff Kingsbury is in Washington.
Not Steve Belichick like Jeff thought.
Yes. Yes.
Hey, that was legit, guys.
Oh, career-wise, out of all the new coaches, Antonio Pierce is second. Jim Harbaugh has the best record at .69. giggity percent. Then it is Antonio Pierce with a .55. Then it is Dan Quinn with a .50. And then leading the pack at the bottom is Raheem Morris with a .35.
Love it.
It's a good pickup. But who has the most tackles? That's what I want to know.
Like offensive or like in-game?
Like in game, it's obviously Antonio Pierce since he played linebacker. But
I mean, what about Gerard Mayo?
yeah, Mayo's career was kind of short though.
Well, here we go, because no point in talking about this fucking show of a game. So let's get. Where's Pro Football Focus? All right, Gerard Mayo, career tackles. How many do you think he had?
1,300.
No.
What? He 472.
No.
You said Gerard Mayo? What?
Yes.
13-year career, 100 a year? Is that a lot?
13-year career? Is that 13? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Did you say how many
8?
years? I'm sorry.
So he probably
I
had
missed that.
622.
I'll say 870.
617.
Wait, okay, hold on a second. Go again. You both just started throwing numbers at me as I was getting both stats up.
600 and 800.
1227.
What do you got?
No and no. No.
Obviously. What is it?
He probably had 13. This is about Taylor Swift.
802.
Close enough.
I said 800. What is...
All right, there we go. You didn't say it the second time. You said 9,000 something. Fucking asshole. All right, so then how many did Antonio Pierce have?
Probably a lot more because he played a lot longer.
Are you sure about that?
But he played longer? It felt like it.
He played 9 years.
A lot longer. I'll say he had 720.
Nope. Lower. And he had more games. Yeah, he had one more year, but he had
17 tackles.
691.
Told you, that's what I guessed. Right on the dot.
So Rob loses all of his points because he gets it wrong. And Fedge thought Steve Belichick was on the Washington Commanders. So Fedge loses all of his points, which means I win! Me!
So, okay, don't worry, Colin. You're not going to get your shirt.
I know. I know.
I'm going to make his own shirt.
We're just going to send you guys a
Shirts
picture.
don't
This is going to be a white t-shirt that just says I win. And fucking Sharpie on it.
Shirts don't actually come in.
Yeah, no, other than this, the only real other one was the schedule for the AFL. The schedule for the UFL got released, and Nick Saban is College Game Day bound.
Oh, that was good.
Those are kind of the two big ones. So
What a year. Thanks for everyone following. Another great year by me. Take another championship. I'll let it go. I'll let it go. Thanks.
You won?
let us know who you guys are picking to win this.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't trust Colin's math. I want to recount.
You can fucking watch all the videos and recount it yourself then. How about
I
that?
don't want to watch the videos. I know the picks.
Oh, do you?
That I went perfect.
Do you?
Yeah.
In week 13. Let's see. Week 13, Seahawks Patriots. Or Seahawks Cowboys.
The Cowboys won.
Chargers Patriots.
The Chargers won.
Lions Saints.
The Lions won.
Falcons Jets.
Ooh. You say Falcons, Jets? I'm
Yep.
sorry.
Yep, Falcons at Jets.
The Jets won.
Wrong. Thank you for playing.
You got ya.
Let us know down in the comments. And as always, spend away your morning, afternoon, night. Stay out of trouble, stay safe, and we will talk to you next season. Okay.
I haven't resigned my contract yet.
Bye.